Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Man, just a report I gotta read, man. It says, and shout out to these boys. They got their chains on. I believe I interviewed one of them. I remember interviewing this one cat. But anyway, it says, blacks killed by whites, 2%. Blacks killed by police, 1%. Whites killed by police, 3%. Whites killed by whites, 16%. Whites killed by blacks, 81%. Blacks killed by blacks, 97%. And I wanted OG to weigh in on this, OG, because I'm not the numbers guy, but I know you can tell me what's going on here. It seems like these numbers is high where it say black on black crime, which I tend to agree with that, OG.
Okay, I don't know where these Yankees got their statistics from.
These boys from the South. I know that one boy from the South.
Yeah, whatever these Yankees, these Proud Boy Yankees get on here looking like Malibu's Most Wanted. Yankee, get your statistics right. Let's read actual facts here. The actual facts in the 2024 statistics, blacks killed by whites is 11%. Blacks killed by police is 9%. Whites killed by police is 3%. They got that one right?
Okay.
Whites killed by whites is 21%.
Okay.
Whites killed by blacks is 9%.
Okay.
9%, not no 81%. They ain't no blacks just killing white folks like they going through killing us. Blacks killed by blacks is 93%.
Okay.
That number. But you got 11%, a whopping 9%. Whites killed by police is 3%. Whites killed by whites is 22%. And whites killed by blacks is 9%. And blacks killed by blacks is 93.7 exactly, the 2024 statistics.
Okay. And I guess theirs is, I guess they came up with this from some point system that they use. Why do you think that they're so different when it comes to whites killed by blacks than what your report is showing?
Because, I mean, that's the scenario. You know, all white women that see black men, they think about rape. So you put the scenario there that we're savages. There's no way in the hell that blacks have killed 81% of white America. You hear that on the news every day. That don't even sound realistic. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And blacks killed by whites 2%. How many instances we done had this year of a white man killing a young black kid?
Wow.
We done had over 2% of that in a month.
Wow. So these numbers here, with the statistics that you read, you more lean toward what you're reading.
These are just white statistics. These ain't the statistics I got. I got this on Wikipedia. In the ratio of in America, the statistics that I read from you, I got from the official statistics of America. Where these Proud Boys got their statistics, they made them up in their mama's kitchen while she was cooking lard.
What about blacks killed by police? This only 1%?
No, I said blacks killed by police is 22%.
Why is that such a different number than their 1%? They're showing it to be 1%, like the police are not. We're not having that issue no more. Has that issue gone away?
They saying, what did that lady say? Oh, that was back then. What was her that the scenario she said when they were talking about the feds had to came into Ohio.
Oh yeah. That was yeah. She did say that was that's outdated.
That was way back. That was so long ago. Or some reference she made to being a decade ago that they're just doing yesterday. So these statistics had to be in 1910. It couldn't have been in 1910 because they was hanging Negroes in 1910. Shoot, we have bigger statistics than that, and then a 1% of Rosewood.
What about whites killed by blacks? 81% is what they're saying.
Ain't that many Negroes gonna kill a white man? What? Who? We'll pray and we'll march. We don't shoot white people.
I have to get with these guys. I know that one kid. I'm pretty sure the one with the shades on. I interviewed him, and I had to go back. Mark Kotick, it may be his name, but I have to go. How did they come up with the 81%? I'd like to know how they came up with that number.
I'd like to meet him face to face, and I can increase that number for him.
Whoa, gee, we're not.
I'm just saying, we just won't talk, just hypothetically.
I think the thing is just to basically understand the dilemma in the numbers and the mismatch in because what you put out here on the internet, people are looking and they're trying to understand, where this is coming from.
You have to understand. A man just said not too long ago, we're making America great again, right?
Right.
So when you hear a white man say they're making America great again, that means a black man is not included.
Wow.
When you look at The Voice, when you look America's Next Top Model, you look at even when it comes to the gay, all of them are white now. They do our dancing, but they're better than us, right?
Right. It says whites killed by the police 3%, black, but it talk about blacks killed by the police is 1%. How the heck is the police killing more whites than there are blacks?
What the hell? When did that happen?
I'm looking at the numbers.
Yeah, you gave me the numbers. I had to go research them.
Whites killed by the police, it would be 3%. Blacks killed by the police, it'd be 1%. Is what they're, and I don't even.
So when we get killed by the police, we're not black no more.
I don't know, but they got. It'd be like you're hearing more whites getting killed by the police.
And that's not a fact.
Blacks killed by whites. It's 2%.
Whites, police killing white people is 3%.
Yeah, but police killing black people is 1%.
It's actually 22%.
Your numbers say 22. They're saying 1%. I wonder why they.
I ain't my numbers. This is AI. White America. They made. I didn't say nothing.
But that blacks killed by black, I'd like to get that number down. How can we get that number down?
We got to do better.
We got to do better, OG.
We got to do better. Start killing more whites.
Man, listen, man. When I seen these statistics, I was like, man, me and OG could talk about this because this here is, this is crazy. My wife, she told me, she's like,
this is what you call white propaganda. This is why the propaganda, if you say it enough, you'll start believing it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if they put this out, if they put this kind of rubbish out, we're savages. We killed, what they say, we killed 97% of the, it's 93 is a high number. 93.7 is a high number. But in the scope of things of what we have to deal with, it's a number that I can work with because we got to cut off some of the fat. They're just scared to understand when blacks really find out who the real enemy is. If we're killing each other at 93.7%, just think of when these youngsters realize who the real devil is. Oh, it's gonna be what did they call it? what do they call that in the Bible? Will not Jerusalem? Will it survive? Come on, Deacon Smith, help me out.
I can't. You got to give me a part of it. You tell what?
Who will survive in? I got a brain dead in that right now. Who will survive in? Is there any good in Nazareth? Not Nazareth, but yeah, the whole sum of it is this is white propaganda, and they got these Malibu's most wanted white boys with the problem. Why is he sitting up? If blacks are that savage, why are they looking like us?
Well, I didn't even think of it that way, OG. But man, I wanted our people to get a chance to see this, the people that watch the show, man. Get in the comments and let us know, guys. You heard OG's statistics that he read off of the, I think he said Wikipedia, the Google search that he done. But these numbers here that these guys have came up with, let us know what you think. Do you agree with these numbers or you don't agree with these numbers? Do you agree with OG? Do you feel like OG reaching? Let us know. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.